Are you in Hoima City or the neighboring places? I have good news for you as I introduce to you the best hotel around. Hotel Kontiki Hoima, the African beauty. Kontiki Hotel is a fully fledged boutique hotel operating in Hoima City. We have established ourselves as the #1 provider of excellent services concerning accommodation in a quiet environment and first-class meals in our restaurant. We provide conference facilities with all it takes to concentrate during workshops and retreats. We are located in the Habitat area, Kampala Road, 4 kilometers from Hoima town, and we offer the following services: accommodation on bed and breakfast for singles, doubles, twins, and family suites, self-catering rooms, classic bar and restaurant, outside catering, corporate parties, camping facilities, conference facilities of 300 packs or more, weddings in our beautiful gardens or function halls, nature walks, games like volleyball, basketball, lawn tennis, horse or bicycle riding, children play area, or watoto corner with bouncing castle, trampoline kids, video games and movies, gym, swimming pool, sauna, and many others. You can reach us on 0772 77 50 05 or 0773 30 47 52. Alternatively, 0751 92 82 05. At Hotel Kontiki Hoima, it's always our pleasure to serve you.
Omurezi waitu wa Tinkaupdates oyirirota webaliyo na Geofrey engaro webale kutugonza agano kutondekera ga Tinkaupdates kuluga twizire ntu presente kanizenu mazima ko haraba abantu abanyakwikaire consistent ne mutuloroka ne mutwana man recommendations emutwereze ezo zibazirunge muno murundi nugo gumu buli kyakatano kutandika saa 2 kuika saa 3 tubantu jani ntekaniza ya talk to talk show Tinkaupdates akandi today era nkuletera omugenyi akuja kuba nakoyanjura bwishutaka maiso nja kusaba nkwikiyeho abantu bakututeka mu center nda bakutusagika Central Schools Hoima bale mu rugano lwa Hoima iwo muzaira nyakwino mwana omuto okwikira kimo musini ya mukaga from baby class okwika sini ya mukaga mwana mutwala Central Schools Hoima ujja kuba notungo obuherezo burungi enamba zaabu ziroho ansanu bokuba no YouTube ojja kura contacts zaabu nebindi Central Schools ikayo bakutusagika Kontiki Hotel the African Beauty nabo balinaitwe bagamba agonza kora parties, birthday parties, abanyakwino obugenyi oburukwa ukana mugende gym abana bagonza kuzana swimming pool na conference halls nabanda bya polipo mukusobora genda mukatunga meetings zanyu. That is a Kontiki Hotel mujakwani mtungo obuherezo burungi. Events that your memorable event aba events nabo baroho bagamba bakutusagika akandi tutungira aba TMS media naba kutere bisani balo mu rubuga ora Hoima au Right Road ikawo bakuterere bisani byao kurungi nabo tujja kusanga mbwiri bo maiso ntuba kwanjura automatically ko baliba direct partners baitu Tinka George niyo negama baragange kandi kiro kino mbongisizo Beraheeru Geofrey masa wo mwana ekyonkwebeire aine kyobairo tamanyire section ogonza kusoma oli mukuru ogonza abana bawe nabo abato bakusobora kubarolera kurungi oleke kwenatira ngo utasome genda mu entekanza kyobairo tamanyire osomeyo okuzire nikukani nayo yesimbo tabanka aba politics runda bya polipa abanyakwesimbiro kujagira otingo ipapurative kwikana kandi nibabasazamu nebindi Beraheeru Geofrey niwendi nawe kandi ayesimbiro Hoima East Division Member Parliament has ya ticket ya Alliance for National Transformation
ego naka kadi karoho kanu bokarura kanu omanya kalika
akakadi ka
Alliance for National Transformation kurangwe ihanga lyahinduka litali lya kachacha mwebali muno ba Tinkaupdates kandi mulimo gukorwa kurungi muno na president wange retired Major General Mugisha Muntu program ene agirora muno kandi haruho abantu ababa bayine bitekerezo ebyamani muno omanyire omunsi muno ebintu bikiro bwingi birugomba bitekerezo nikyorolera abakaza abagezi bw'omuha one word ekigambo kimu kyonka wakuhamu sentence kandi bw'omuha sentence akuha paragraph kasito bw'okamuha paragraph akuha a whole book katabu karamba ogomanya ogwo omukazi ayinamu amagezi baitu wohereze a word akagarura word ate ogwo aba atayina. So under the alliance just a small word eba translated omukigambo kyokurorangu eihanga lirabalita ate ebyo nibyo biba birungi baita baba batunulire bindi nkokuba kabahaire word raberi PDM neikara PDM milioni ziti nizezo tabu saa kusobora kutekereza kaleba harayiraho muno baitu buikara na mugisha muntu orura a flow of ideas kandi zikuleba harayira nikyo kurorera hati twina na kukwatagana kurungi na PFF hati norangu obutukuba mukwatagaine kurungi halo kuleba harayira kandi akuleba hayi hano hatoguwe abalimu daily bread. How do I win an election? Why should I lose? Hati no sangangwa kusakora kione kikusoboka to fight it out, which is not very proper. Nkekingambire that when you get a very wise woman, when you give her a house, by the time you come back, abagifoire a home. But if you find a house and still a house, atogwa abataku sobora ekiageno mai. So under the alliance, you give us a house, by the time you come, you will find that it is a home. Omuntu bwaija na akavwera ogya kusanga omukazi ainamu amagezi akafoire emiru baitoli akavwera nkoko kakalesere gakaguza omu harumuki ngumba iregende esere emyongo bagikora bata now. That is not under the alliance. We transform akavwera tukafole into a meal.
Wabale kuija honorable nokutweza agekitinisa okurangu twabazagamu hansonge zuru kwa okana. Maybe takagenzera topic yaitu nja kusaba otsobore akaruru kalikata kakurubata kata mu field home. Manyibo mara kurangira ngokuja kikaro na anka invitations zikanyira na kino omwana gubabingira somero bona nibakanyirana iwe bikurubata bitaru bajurwaho atibina kizibu kiona manyira hati omuntu oboina values ebinte byokuhondera kandi no yesanga ngo inekyo kwirukira hatali gamba ngo society niye kuharavura ebyo kulenga ugambe hati tuikirize muno we are tutunulire embera hali omukira gwembwa gukuchukiyembwa. We are in a situation where the tail is wagging the dog. Nikyo kyonkagwize ekyo. The voters who are supposed to be led by the people hati nibo bakulidinga abakwetagire kuba ba leaders. It is a very abnormal situation. The dog is being wagged by the tail. Hatokurore embwa kwechukya omukira nigugidirecting. It is a very unfortunate situation until we return it to normal and say, please, can we see how things are supposed to be done? Abantu no balebesa harayira hatekyo nikyo kikyali kizibu. Otherwise tulinzire bamale bine byabe bya kindergarten primaries yellow party. This is the kindergarten politics. Just and then later on tuijemu on the real issues of a secondary level. Hatali binu bya and bitaina direction kurungi. So abantu chali nabo tibaina kyokora abokuba nikyo kiroho hatokwesanga batwalirizibwe ombinte byotakusobora kenga harunka debate zimwe zibairoho no bakuba ne babaza tibakubaza on issues of a political party. For example, omuntu no baza ha political party nkaina rem omuntu wakwetagire kumanya yubaitiwe tibakutwale mukokasi o tukaba tukutumire kindi okabaza yo kindi tibakugule nibyo bikaguze beba abantu nibakaguza every serious. The serious questions would be
we are going to vote you under the NRM ticket, but you will be put into a caucus. And our ideas will be brushed aside, and you will go with whoever is paying you. Is that okay? Hati omuntu nagaruka mu bikaguzo baita ate balumu balomu maizi mu nguudo kandi ebitagyakorwa tokusobola kubikora in isolation. You can't set up a new Uganda, for example, in one constituency. You need to look at the whole economy and see how is the whole economy going to be. Hati nibo factoring in a region or factoring in your constituency. Kionke kyo ni kirugangu, you are going to be openly speaking out, assertively. Nobaza omulingo guzo politics nikwe kyali etu atite
observation yawo honero ebayireta mu debates zino bakubaza ebyabo ezimu nkura gati zikuko
binda gaten ngo nkugambire bintu bya kinda gaten. Of course it would be kikuba kirani foya kuba nihirira kubaze kintu kindi. It is not proper to expect a rotten thing not to smell. Hati ni wobo inahikizibu. I would be having a problem if I expected any other results from the debates. They are doing the normal abnormal thing. What are they going to say? There is someone controlling the main switch somewhere, and he has a particular direction, which is not proper for the country in the long run. They are trying to rotate around those ideas. That's why they have to abuse each other.
That is
over malicious issues. Barwana na binu ni babazanga na binu habukuba hati babazeki. They have to talk about other things because they have no values. Hati babazeki. What do you expect them to say in a situation? I think Kanyokugambire, when we sat down with Mugisa Mundu for some few minutes, tukantugamba in case we get a sizable number of leaders in Uganda, tukusa kuhindura ihangalini. Yesu akakomamu abasaija 12 kandi tiyatamu abakazi bakumtalibanizi manya kandi ngenzere omwana nka kwenda genda kuzika manya ngenda ko rubino agawe ka ndoni mu abasaija 12 kyonka yabakozesa as a nucleus kuihamu omulimo gw'amaani. Hati no mu Uganda na kyo tukwetagamu kintu kya mulingo gwo. So abantu tibaina those ideas hato kujja kura ni babazanga nebyenyuma ebindi bitabayiroho kandi bitakusobora ebindi kuyamba. Hati ni bajja ni babikitweta kuba idle busy niyo halo yetorolero mbintu. At the end of it, you really get tired because they are spending really a sizable amount of money. Kugura mwenge, kangaza masinika, kuete, kumbucha, haragi, ebintu nkebyo barura. They are really, that is the type. And later on the discussion, ojagesanga ne rotating gira. We are umuntu bokwa no gyo mu parliament ogenda akora budget. You are going to make a deficit budget. How do you navigate a country that is running on a deficit budget? Okay, explaining abantu embeera nk'okweri akasente bakakakwata kurungi oketegerezanga obunaku obumu tuyina kubulwanisa tutarabire mu deception nibyo bikyaburamu kuba babayini babaza hansonga nkezi land fragmentation ebintu nkebyo kyonka hati hanu bali mu bintu bindi. Ati nka abakazi tibakabaliza hansonga za abakazi babaza bintu bindi NRM oye NRM atibosa kubaza NRM oye kumare dakika 3 NRM oye for 30 minutes hati taina kindi hati nyineka ni woha hati mentality that there is someone who can solve a problem and he is an individual. Then you have not understood how big the problem is. This is a multi-dimensional problem. Ekwetage mindset change. Kurole bintu byona twabihindura kandi ntwetegereza where the real problem is. Hati they need to be marrow.
Maybe you subscribe to ekitebe kya Alliance for National Transformation. Ekitebe kyosoboye kurungi ekigonza structures ideology nebindi kurati habawo violence tugenda ibira mukaaga tugenda mu general elections whereby abantu abekitebe ki Alliance for National Transformation nabe bitebe abandi bakujja kwitiraniza omukarukano omukaraka ekitebe kya NRM akagenda maiso tukurura violence abantu bakutemangana mu Hoima West Division ijweza arogu batemera omukono guno kake baguchweho kikumanyisa ki omubantu kikumanyisa ki abanyakitebe bajja kweteranza mukarukano akabayingi na government eri in power eriyo nerure bigenda maiso mukarukano kike kisobora kura ngo tutwaba na akayira akakutera akaruru akalimu obunyamulyanga yena
ati abantu bwo baleta hamu kandi batayine kigenderwa haliba ekibagendaho then bayina kurwana gonzo giro muka haliba batayina byokulya they are not sure of whether the food will be enough hati batandika kungana nyowe kuntera nyowe kunkoroti nyonanka yokantama abwaki ekizibwe byokulya tibikumara. Now you have brought people aro itweta invisible coercion kumiga abantu kionka kandi otabagambire kyonyine kibagya kora kyonka yo bategere kubategangwe kyo kwenda nikyo kiri kangwe kyo kurora aho okusa kutwara omwana agenda agule saati omuduka no mugamba mwana yo koma mwe saati yo kwenda agura nkugule na goma mwe saati ya white hati no garuka no mugamba saati ya white gitinja gikugura habo kubota hamurofu njya kugure ya black kyonka kando mukagwizege koma mwe saati egyo niyo tweta invisible coercion kando bayirego okimanyire ngwe kyo okwenda kumugure ya black habo kube ya white tajja gietaga baitu atabwa ko mugambirege ayekomeremu egyo niyo tweta invisible coercion. Even in politics hata abantu bano kubaleta bona bajwaire yellow nakina abantu bagya koma kyonka iwo okimanyire kimu oine byokwijja kurabyaho kandi obirabyo nkoko kakubyenda there will be a sizable number maybe 500 or 200 tukulenga okubareducinga nukwo tubafudike tubayihemu omuramu gukusobora kubayamba nabo bakayambibwa. Actually this large number needs help by a mix yabantu nuko batagenda into invisible coercion where they will be there as if they must choose what is supposed to be done for their people, but yet there is someone or a group of people who is going to think on their behalf. That invisible coercion of course it a lot of frustration nikyo kurolera abantu ne batemure bisisani oba kutemure bisisani ebyo otatekerezangu banobere the candidate they are tired of the process, the coercion. They say after all this one may not go through, after all this one will be the votes will be rigged in favor of this one, then the whole process they see it as a coercion. Hati that frustration nibagiteka into tearing of posters and whatever, but it is a problem of invisible coercion.
Maybe mukuru Beraheeru nkusabo okiranule ensonga omuntu akusobora atakweteraniza omukarukano atabayiru obutabangu kuno atabayiru omuha bakuteeka butabangu because kyobalizo kirarubajurwa NRM baitunka abantu abandi bonkabo kiki ekikusomera kukora kurura ngo bayihara violence nyakuro
ya atekyo kubanza nokubanza omuntu kakuba kyetegeza habwakina arwana physically why habwakino no letereza omuntu kumubalisa ebigambo ebiramuhika kutekereza ngu by fighting he's bringing a solution. Coercion, once people go physical then omanya they don't have ideas. We were organized like in a battle baba in a particular Ukraine is fighting with Russia because they are looking at NATO. Russia kugamba mutaleta hano NATO. Then they fight. Okuja kusanga Israeli netera Iraq. They are looking at a problem of nuclear weapons and how they can survive as neighbors. Okay, tegereza. But ati nywe mu kuteranga nebikonde nukwo candidate wanya abe muwavoko mu parliament nukwo. What is the problem? But the point is tibaina anything ekikubasobola kutabarwanisa, then they end up fighting. Oba ino okaguzango, how can someone avoid violence? Ekyokubanza hati nkanyonku gambire they can't fight. There is a way how you communicate to your supporters and they can't fight. I've been in schools, I've been a headmaster of schools and I've never had a strike. My children have never fought, or maybe after a football match, because obahereza omuramo bunoga we are going to win, but this is a game. Please don't fight. Fighting is for barbarians. Hatu muntu agenda nakisobora nyonyagagani bagangu, in case of barayenda kutera, run away, and in case you run away I'll buy for you a bottle of soda. There's someone who wanted to beat me, but I took off. Can I have a soda? Oh, no, manyire kimungu akudup. And you give him 1,000. Go and take a soda. Thank you for not fighting. Fighting is for people who have no logic. Ataho. But now, here's a situation. The party itself, how they are tearing each other, because they would be talking as brothers and sisters. Hatino sangangwe kyotikiroho, they create enmity. And these people, once you create an enemy, they have no any other weapon to use but the pangas, the bullets, the arms, and then it results into a fight. Actually, fighting is a symptom of people having no ideas and direction. Once your people fight, then you know that they have no direction. Unless mukikozere kurungi mukagamba, our strategy is to fight, which I don't think some of these candidates, they have a pre-planned program, but the mere fact people are fighting and the leaders, you have no plan of how they are going to fight, why they should fight, then there is a problem.
Then there is a problem. Njakusaba kara aho baire omu abantu abari kubaza families eke nongi eseme yokurubateta bino nabino tutai atieka ebaine rubata kurungi nyineka naleta bino rundi nakola ensobe ne bagumizirizangana omukaire kano nyineka kuhagira Beraheeru nyina bwenge muka akuhagira another person amakaga kikiga kusemera kora kurango bayikara hamu akarukarugamu basigara bali hamu abo kuba bamukusangaga bana abakandidates abakusimbura kuruga mu Hoima kusanga omukazi alaki hakimotoka ni bagendo okwo agaruka rwebage kucyumba nebindi amakaga kwatata no muntu wakwagira barubati hamu
ekyo kubanga nokubanza omuntu aba aina kuba leader rundi mwekulembeza omakage na rurango agyakora enchwamu yona amazire kubetegeresa bona ekyo kyokuroro maka kikuba kirugirire ngo amaka gachiwekere atiti bakenganga nona kuhagira ono nanka ono kandi nibakikora habo kuba tibakengangana hati nkanyobwire buno itaine go mukazi wangu kamukaguza epate yawe erike ajja kugambira ali wa anti bona batunulire direction yimba bagambire tuina kuleba hari hati omukazi kija kita kubona kwatala ine endi gonza gikwasire tali supposed no gyoleke omusaija omanya abasajja tuenda respect I'm supposed to give political vision for the family ati ndugaho mazire gihereza ngitwale mu church even on religious matters I'm giving direction on the spiritual matters of the family tusakusanga omukazi agenzero mukuraguza ekando omusajja ali reverend then omusajja kubalemero na Bible ekigamba ngo omusajja olabota kusobola ku managing your own family direct hata omukazi bwarabana akwata akwenda ono candidate oyo omusajja no genda ono don't even go into politics, sit down bieganyire mu bieganye mu ikale mu rolere empunu zanyu runde embuwa ziraziro don't go into politics with such type of division omukazi ali kuno omusajja ali kuno and you come home and disagree and you know, one must calm down omukazi bwana kimanyire omukazi ina kumanya ngono aliwo ono nachulera. For example, today in my home, no one can talk about certain things.
Other parties?
I'm not a dictatorship of family. I convince them. We are very happy. I have to convince them. I'm a leader. But it can't happen. I have already conquered the vote of my wife in the bedroom. From there, I come in the sitting room. From the sitting room, I go to the neighbors. From the neighbors, I'm only overwhelmed by Kangaza and Masinika and money in the public, which I'm also trying to overcome. But otherwise, I would have no problem. But the problem, my resistance. Now, how does Masinika and Kangaza come into my bedroom again? Then I abandon the whole program. You give up.
You cannot get opposition in your own bed.
A leader of opposition on other things. On other things. On other things. To guide a good opposition. Like how we are going to really guide to leading as aunt when we are in power, then we shall get other people to be leaders of opposition. And we shall listen. You know, like pain. Pain is very good. Pain in the body is very good.
Obsess?
Yes.
How?
Pain is the best. A gift that God gave us is pain. It tells you where the problem is. You know there's a problem in the leg. Pain. Pain there's a problem. But otherwise, if we had no pain, then the leg would rot. While you're walking, you see the thing falling off. But now pain tells you early enough that there is a problem here. Then you treat it. But unfortunately, the NRM government hates pain. People who are painfully talking the truth. They would listen to the pain. You listen to the pain. Anyway, the person listens to the pain. What is this pain talking? You can give it some painkillers. But even they tell you, if pain persists, seek medical advice. Otherwise, they would have sought political medical advice long time ago. But they are continuing with painkillers. This is painkillers. Painkillers. Using money, that's painkiller. You are killing the pain. You are not really addressing the real problem. What is society saying? Where are we going? Why is this politics in this form? Painkillers. Rigging of elections, just painkiller. You can get sleeping tablets and sleep. But the problem is there. You are on oxygen. When you are on oxygen, we are on political oxygen, the lungs are not working. Anytime you remove the machine, you are dead. Let me tell you, there are some political machines that are really pumping some parties as if they are breathing. But the time they are switched off, the thing will be dead. And that's the problem. We need to have an active situation that can propel itself into the right direction.
Obalizakia eminyetu na structure. Nja kusaba obazeho abeminyetu. Abeminye obaza vote rigging. Nebindi kura the pain, maintaining the pain. Abeminyetu bano kaniba basingire ku to be involved mu maintaining a pain. Omu aba leaders nkabaniwa nawachana nasobora bakikuika vote rigging basigazi nibo balimu. Mukutera akaruru mukuterangana bali basigazi nabandi. Inyonke kishebe kya and binu mukubiterekereza muturundi mutunulire kumaraho muta akasindika ine kakanu because there is an agenda eyesetingirwe ba painkillers.
Of course, ebikaguzo bikwata na political party tinkwenda kubaza as a spokesperson of the party. I'm not a spokesperson of the party. Okay, I'm only trying to tell you of my belief and admiration about the party and its leadership. But I'm convinced that by now there is an answer to that. Nkakura ina interview nungi ya mkuru leader wange wabiona Jackson. Kandi some of those answers are there. Mbyokurura the political direction yo mkuru wabiona Jackson akuleta atino girorangu he's answering those questions. Of course tikiba kirungi kutandika kubaliriza ekintu batakutumire slowly by slowly as we continue jakusanga some of these questions ninzigarukamu. Like you can see now with my nomination interested to contest as an area MP of Hoima East under anti-party alliance for national transformation. My answers now are improving from the last time you asked. They are improving. So they will go on improving better and better. And when, of course, I go to parliament under the same ticket and I will listen and we are ojakurura ntutware kichweka kino maiso hata abasigazi bali if hararo abantu ababaire misled in this generation ni babasigazi. They go to school, they are cheating exams for them. Bakurura abasomesa bakwiba exam. Nivahika mu election time, they are seeing the people who are called leaders are giving them masinika kangaza kwete wa Uganda waragi to incite them to into violence. Balikubi. Balikubi, they are being misled. They have to be told again. Yesterday, Haruhomba Yege, on a very big group of people were on a barrier, and I told them alcohol is going to lead us into trouble. Now, as a local politician who wants voters, this is suicide. Kugamba abantu ngu alcohol is bad. But I said it. What if I move away after losing 10 votes? After talking against alcohol? Forget it, go with your votes. But I must help you because I can't tell that to my son that drink alcohol. Because now, how do I go? He's a younger man. He has just finished his degree. But I always tell him, you can't drink. He's not drinking alcohol. Now I go to some other people's children, find them on the streets because they are registered voters, and I mislead them into saying drink. Is it fair? But what if... now the problem is the politicians are not leading the youth into the proper direction of the truth. They go to schools, they want to cheat exams on their behalf, and later on, they want to complain. When you fail to tame the youth, they burn the village. Bota kuborora kurungi baija kuoke kiaro nibo mwetegereze ngu finally the accumulative effect is on everybody. You'd rather tell them that what you are doing is not correct, what you are doing is not correct. And if we all of us told these people, then they would listen and then we put them into proper economic direction. Let me tell you, alcohol like in this place is a problem. People are beginning to drink at 8 in the morning and they drink up to midnight. Biologically speaking, you can't even function properly. How do you work after that? And the mwenge gula as cheap as 500. And that is 1 jerrycan of water, like in the city here. So someone can fetch 2 jerrycans of water, and that is enough for him to drink and get drunk. He's supposed to meet some leaders who are saying no. And this is not a matter of being intimidated. You can't wag me. You can't wag me to a point where I'm fearing you. But tactfully, of course, you must be very tactical. These days, you don't tell a person that you are stupid. You tell him, your reasoning is very unique. I fail to understand it. You are really stupid. So I'm not saying I'm that stupid to tell them that, look, yeah, you are very tactfully. I was saying alcohol is going to kill us. As if I'm also drinking. I am putting myself that alcohol is going to kill us. Why don't we stop this alcohol? Why don't we stop? But when actually knowing that I'm telling them that really wisdom is chasing you, but you are running very fast. That's also another way of telling a person that you are stupid. You tell him wisdom is chasing you, but you are running very fast. Why don't you stop so that wisdom can catch up with you? Hati society niho tukialaho tukiainamu a fundamental problem. By the way, younger people like you mutandike kunanka kukurangu mwayongongi abantu. I want to give you a card of Alliance for National Transformation. You would make a very good future leader to link to Nankaba youth. The mere fact you understand the problem, that there is a problem with the youth, unless you are saying there is no problem. Is there a problem with the youth?
There is a
then
problem.
Very good, you are a member of the National Alliance for National Transformation. Just quarter. Yes. Not yet.
Tugaruka kikaro kyojja kwesimbawo ekibwa MP Hoima East Division. Abebembezi abanyakuikayiroho, their leaders baito obwiro bumu ebintu ebasingire kukola I would authoritatively say ebimu bikozere mu maani gaabo. Not ebi nka parliament ebasemeye kuba ne bakola parliament. Abokuba bagamba government ekerererwa kusanga omwebembezi giro tatereho iziba nabino iwe barakuteeka mbikale ebyo oyina obusobozi obwo kukola by'abantu babayini bakola ebya almost bulungi bwansi mpala.
I think nka Hoima East the current incumbent member of parliament ateire ya maize boa holes. I was nkani ndora halo muhala ateire 400 million in water. That's very good. But you are like a house girl rundu nyeneeka akusinga enju. No gimopinga. Yet head of the family oli suppose to call ebintu binde bikoto. Sorry. Oli suppose to call ebintu bikoto. Amanyene garubindi za rugaho hamaiso wewe ntubaze bintu bya Hoima East ni wole sere violence kick. Ozteiro kurungi bas. Hati mbaine nkugambira akozera amaizi. 400 million, it means kuba surrendering his salary of 1 year. Hata zteiro maizi. Hati turaikara maizi. Hata maizi nkoko agakozere kurungi. Hati dekaikare hansi. We are going to provide what has not been provided. If he has provided the water, we can't keep on the water. If he has used his personal money to work on the roads, let us go and help him so that we can get more resources from government to do the roads, and then let him rest. Let him rest with the people. Bamuchumbira kachayo maiza gaya bahaire. Then he has built churches and helped mosques with cement. What? Let him go and pray with these people. Hata yagenda bokwa ina kutungwa bwiri. Kyakatana agenda sabe n'abasiramu. Kyakatano arale no night prayer n'ankaba barokole. Kyamukaga agenda mu SDA. Kyasabita abungira abakatoliki n'abaprotestant. Kyabalaza humule. Kyakabiri na kyakusata akole emirimo endi agaruzemu. But he can't be in parliament. Like utajja kisobora bokwa ina kubaza inakora research. Of course takisobora n'emyaka. Atajja kisobora.
Kembaga nzaki ekyokuteeka mu parliament ekyabano ekibatakozere bayo muntu ogenda n'ogamba hano weakest point eri hano rundi nkusobora bwenja mu parliament kino nkusobora kihindura because Hoima East Division niyo ine central Hoima buli kimu nikyo kiro
ekyokubanza n'okubanza ankugambire providing what has not been provided. One, getting out of the armpit of NRM. That's a very big step from the armpit so that you can now stand and be assertive and say this is what is right. In the budget making process, Beraheeru, that is a very big achievement, providing what has not been provided. Has he been in the armpit? You can tell from the discussion. Assertive, you explaining ekintu ko kikali. Kandi no leba haraira, oyemerere nabo kulebesa haraira. Nikyo I'm standing with Wabyona, Mugisha muntu, bakuleba haraira, PP, PFF, ataho. That is also another step of looking for. Okay, Tegerez. Have they been looking for in Hoima East? No. Are they capable? They have to attack Kisobor. From the armpit, out. If I was to go into the armpit, for example, if I was seeking right now, a flag of NRM, I can assure you, I wouldn't even need to make such an interview. I would only be saying I would have stopped. The only statement is, and you are done. And then they put you here. And it is very bad to use someone's money and later on become a rebel. Why should you turn a rebel? Tell a person from the onset. One time, abaana ba Isirayiri bakabatwara mu exile mu Babylon oba abahikizeyo kuli babahereza ebyokulya nyama biki bagamba bwokakurora tukalya ebyokulya byabo bino n'abaruhanga babo tukubaramya. You can't eat someone's food then you refuse to worship. Someone can't prepare you with a lot of money. Like right now we need a lot of money. Now they give you that type of money and later on you reach there you want to turn into a rebel. That's very bad. Refuse the food so that you don't worship their God. Get out of the armpit. Go to express the ideas. That is what we are calling providing what has not been provided for Hoima. It's water. The water is flowing, but can you eat water? Roads, they are also not. You can't try with your own efforts. If I was to do that in terms of my own money, I don't have that. And in case they are looking for a billionaire, in case being rich is contagious, you can get it like cough, then I'm not. But otherwise, in terms, for example, in terms of Hoima East, I wrote a proposal of a secondary school, Desta, and I put it there. Me personally, I didn't have money to build a school, but through my head, I have a school. You remember the other time I told you I'm a pregnanta. A pregnanta cannot produce on his own. He pregnants and then you get pregnant and give birth. He comes to rejoice outside the labor ward that, yeah, I'm a father. Let me tell you, I'm going to do great things for Hoima East, which I can't do now on my own. But give me the power. I turn it. Give me a word, I turn it into a sentence. Give me a sentence, I turn it into a paragraph. Give me a paragraph, I turn it into a book. So I can I'm very confident of that, providing what has not been provided. But who can help me? Mugisha muntu waviona. I think those looking at the ideas, I can manage. We don't have a lot of money. We are not bragging about money. If you are looking for people who have money, then remove me from there. But with ideas, talking, explaining what we can achieve, looking at a bigger picture, I'm providing what has not been provided.
Mwebale muno okuturura Tinkaupdates talk show Beraheeru Geofrey headmaster w'omwana ranka zigena nizeyongera Aspirant Hoima East member of East Division member of Parliament Alliance for National Transformation. Just in a minute ekigambo kyokuraga kuturura channel yaitu.
Mwebale muno kandi tubaza amazima nkogwa kali tutakweserekera mbaira hano na Tinkaupdates kurora twabaza hansonge zikwawukana. Mwebale muno kutuhuliriza kandi webale muno n'omulimo guno gwokora omanyira abantu kubabaliza kandi okabetegereza kurungi kitukora kurungi. Webale muno abo abantu bona mbaramukize kandi mwikalege ni muhulirize ebintu bino nibigenda omaiso nuko tuihemu omulimo kurungi. Yesterday I was telling people that we are not here for long. 100 years from now, the person watching, you will be dead. Rest in peace. Mwebale muno kutuhuliriza.
Omurezi wa Tinkaupdates ntukusima obale kutondekeraga kurungi ntusima munaba kutekamu sente Central Schools Hoima City director wabyona Jackson tukusima n'obuhereza bona muri kuhereza na management yona ba teacher staff ba dosi nabandi abazaire bakusima mwebale muno nayo omuzaire akuturora akusobora kutwala y'omwana wawe Central Schools Hoima kutandikira kimu baby class kwika senior ya mkaga Kontiki Hotel the African Beauty nabo buhereza buraro nebindi baikire Beraheeru Hoima Kampala Road Habitant bokwane ruga Hoima mkono gwawe ogobulyo hikayo tungo buhereza events mwebale nababo baina sound system nabandi TMS media bali naito muno obuhereza ogonza photoshoot nebindi genda bakutelebisana kazi njema online radio nababo bakusangibwa opposite Glory Summit Hotel hikayo otungo obuhereza online radio ogihuliriza na radio gardenero kazi njema mwebale muno inyoina murale kurungi mbaire George Tinka.